Okay guys, we are unloaded. We are in Cloquet, Minnesota. Met a quite interesting guy that works here for Northern Clearing. Pulled up in his work truck. Says he watches us on YouTube. So I think what I'm going to do when I get back, can't really do a yard walk because they're working, but you can kind of see what's going on here. They're working on the pipeline. One guy said it's oil from Alaska, but we're in Minnesota. I doubt that it's from Alaska. There's our machine sitting right over there, the 330D. And so I think what I'm going to do is when I get back, I'm going to put a box of hats in the truck. That way when I meet someone, I can give them a hat. So we are now headed to New Richmond, Wisconsin, which is 142 miles away. And we have a load that was supposed to be ready for us today. Now they're saying they might not be able to load until Monday, which won't work. Basically how all this got screwed up is with the crane delays, which we got paid for, by the way, and we picked up this excavator Thursday morning, which I rarely use permit service, and after this fiasco I will not use them again. We are back 100% to self-issue. It works faster, the route works out correct. It saves money and a lot of time. So anyway, I called in Thursday morning and ordered my permits, and I told the lady, because she started out, well, Virginia takes long. Well, before I called her, I called Virginia and I said, how are you running on superload permits? She says, if you send it to us today, you'll have it tomorrow. Okay. So at 9 a.m. I turned in my permit information, and then whenever I'm loaded Friday, they issued all my other permits all the way to Minnesota. I said, where's my Virginia permit? Oh, well, those can take 2 weeks. I said, no, they don't. I already checked. So I called the Virginia permit office and I said, guys, can you check on my permit for me? And the lady looked it up. And she said, we received this just this morning, so you're not going to get it till Monday. So that meant I sat all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I didn't get it till the end of the day Monday, which give me maybe an hour to run. So some permits are good for 15 days. Most are good for 5 days. And so when I get to Indiana, I'm like, I bet the rest of my permits are expiring. And my Illinois permit was going to expire that night, and I haven't even made it to Illinois. So I called the permit office because they're 24 hours a day, and told her the deal. She said that should have never been issued that way. The lady that issued them was new. She says, we'll order you another one. I said, well, y'all are buying these because I'm not paying twice for them. You knew this. So she got approval to do that and did that and issued the permit within an hour. It's like 9 o'clock at night at this point. So we got our permit, and we didn't order another Wisconsin because we had another day. Well, we made it to just made it out of Wisconsin last night, shut down, and we are now unloaded. If this barge is not ready, we'll either find something else, or there's another load that the guy's begging me to take, a generator. He doesn't really know what's going on. We agreed to haul it before we booked the barge, and then turns out it's 2 machines. I'm like, look, we can't put 2 on the deck. And he didn't understand why, because evidently he's new to freight brokering. So, you know, that's how that goes. Other than that, I don't even know if this is recording right, but this is a pretty cool little area. This is the town called Cloquet, Minnesota, and looks like there might be some good hunting here. So the guy that unloaded the excavator, which I'm not going to let anybody load or unload anymore, they just clearly, if you don't know how to run an excavator, you shouldn't be doing it. And this guy clearly had no clue what he was doing, so I had to take it from him, unload it, get it done. And other than that, when I got up this morning, it was 16 degrees, and which feels great to me. And I gotta stop up here and strap down my timbers. Somebody will get upset if I don't. Even though they're inside the frame rail, they'll still get upset. I know, right? I'm gonna stop right up the road here, check them out up here at the store. What was I saying? Let's see. So yeah, this morning it was 16 degrees, and I climbed out of the truck with shorts and shirt sleeves on to go take a shower. People are looking at me like I'm crazy, and honestly, to me, it felt like, man, this is great. I'm ready to go fishing. So got a nice shower this morning, and love the weather here. Seven truck pile up on I-65 coming from the snow, and all dry vans, of course. I don't understand what's wrong with the dry van community, why they gotta, you know, between the dry vans and the FedEx wiggle wagons, completely dangerous, just unbelievable. Not all of them, but a good portion. But you can see it snowed here. Honestly, guys, this is my first experience with snow. Other than back in the 80s, it actually snowed in Jacksonville, Florida, and had an ice storm. And kind of worked out for me, because I got stuck at my girlfriend's house for like a week. So I thought that was a win. And but it never really, probably never see snow in Florida again. But as far as driving in this, I mean, I guess if they have the roads plowed and the de-icer on the bridges, it should be good to go. So I really don't know how this is filming in here, but we are still got our flip axle down because the barge we're scheduled to pick up is 58 feet long. So it's going to extend over the back of the trailer, which won't be no problem. Or at least I'm not expecting it to be a problem. Pretty straightforward deal. It's going to Cartersville, Georgia. And then from there, we're going home no matter what, because even if I got to catch an airplane, because this is my last Christmas with my kid as a child before he turns 18, and it's a pretty big deal to me, so that's what's going to happen. So if we run this load, we'll unload in Cartersville. They said they would unload us on the weekend, even if it's Sunday. And if we don't get a load Monday to Jacksonville, we'll just deadhead on to Jacksonville, and then we'll be shut down for until around January 6th or so, and then we'll head back out. Had another Trail King trailer come in and was delivered while it was out. The trucking company called me out of the blue, which I didn't even know it had shipped, and they ship them direct to us. So we sent that to South Carolina. We got a storage yard there, unloaded it, and other than seeing it in a picture, I haven't got to see it yet. So that is a good thing. And that trailer is for, we have a new Deere 333G compact track loader coming. That trailer will be for that machine. And we are scheduled to pick up a Jeep and Stinger, which the Stinger is already built, the Jeep is not complete. We are scheduled to pick that up, I believe, in February. So we'll do a video of the mothership whenever we get there to pick that up. We're just now rolling into the little town here of Cloquet. So I've always wanted to go snowmobiling. This looks like a pretty cool place. And actually, I don't know if you saw it, I should have said something, but where I pulled into Northern Clearing, there's a snowmobile trail that's marked like it's some kind of state maintained snowmobile trail. So that would be pretty cool to do. But other than that, this is it. This is Cloquet. There's a US Gypsum plant here where they make drywall. You know, guys, you probably don't know, my other job is I'm a state certified general contractor, and we build quite a few buildings. This is just kind of a part-time gig for me to, I don't know, get away from the headache of that. But I have people that do that, and they do a pretty good job. But anyway, back to the drywall. I don't like drywallers. I know some of you guys might be drywallers, but wow, nobody makes a bigger mess, and it seems like nobody cares less. That's been an ongoing battle for years to find a drywall company that cares. So if you're a drywaller, try to tighten up your game. Put some pride in what you do. And I'm sure there's plenty of them out there. We actually had one years ago, and he was a painter as well. But he got hooked up on, he had some type of back surgery, and he got hooked up on painkillers. So you know what happened with that. And he lost his business basically. His guys ripped him off and stole everything. So, oh, there's a new Ford Bronco. That's interesting. So yeah, this is a cool little town. Population of 12,000. They have a Hong Kong restaurant, so you can get you some, I guess that's not Chinese food, but maybe close enough. And right up here, you can go swimming if there's no ice. Not very smart young lady. Not jogging, but you know, pulling out in front of oncoming traffic in these conditions. And this is probably normal to a lot of you guys, but this is my first experience with it. And I guess as long as there's no ice, it's no big deal. So one of the loads that we were asked to do was coming out of Syracuse, New York, and basically, I guess there's a big snowstorm. I don't watch TV at all. What little bit I do watch is YouTube, but I guess there was a big snowstorm, so that load got canceled, which is well enough because I'm not a fan of running in New York. Every time we run there, they want us to have an escort. Well, not all of the trip, just certain portions of it, which makes no sense because where they want us to have it, it's wide open, interstate. Wow, a Pizza Hut building. See, they don't have those in where I'm from anymore. They're all just little shit boxes in a strip center where you just go either pick up a pizza or they deliver it. So that's interesting. Of course, McDonald's McRib is back if you want that. Sounds like a stomach cramp to me. Oh, there's a, looks like a snow ramp deal over there. Ski ramp. Looks like a block plant there. So pretty cool. I like it. Other than all the red lights. Now that should be it. We're fixing to get on I-35 South. So I ordered a PDI Big Boss tuner the week of Thanksgiving. It was like, they had like $500 off on it, so I figured why not. And I'm not really a believer in those types of things. I know certain people that really know nothing about horsepower but think they do, believe in tuners. But honestly, guys, when it comes to horsepower, there is no replacement for displacement. And if you know anything about engines, you know what that means. But we're gonna put it on, see what happens, and we'll do a video of installing it and see what it does. They claim it'll increase our torque and increase our horsepower. It would be nice to have a little bit more torque, especially when you're pulling the mountains. Some of the mountains are they can be pretty steep. And these roundy round things that they build here, I mean, these are terrible for oversized trucks. It's just not a good deal. Alright, so we're fixing to go through the weigh station. Well, it's not flashing. It was open when I come through. They didn't even check nothing. They just rolled us on across the scale and waved. Must be lunchtime. It's 11:30 here. Must be lunch. And speaking about lunch, so I am doing, which I need to lose a lot of weight. Being a general contractor put a lot of weight on me, and I am doing intermittent fasting, and so far I'm doing pretty good with it. I go about 36 hours on a fast and I feel a ton better, so we're going to stick with that, and hopefully this time next year we'll make our goal. Yep, so that is the scale we come through there. This one is closed. We come through that one earlier this morning, and they just rolled us on across. price by like, I don't know, $1,500 or something. They had an answer from Peterbilt Engineering the next day. So I wired them a deposit. They ordered the truck the same day. And it was built and delivered when they said. Now their delivery, their quality control, their PDI as they call it, pre-delivery inspection, it's terrible. And I told them that. So when I picked up the truck, it had no fire extinguisher, no flares, which we paid for. But we went on anyway. We had some air leaks. Other than that, the only problems I've had with this truck is they had to replace the anti-lock brake harness, wire and harness on the back of the truck, which was about, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches long, that went to a sensor. But that's it. I mean, it's been so far so good. The last Peterbilt I had, a guy by the name of Pat drove it for me, and we put well over 1 million miles on that truck. And the only thing that I can ever remember doing other than general maintenance is the charge air cooler got a hole in it and needed to be replaced. And it had a 60 series Detroit in it, but I can't remember anything else. I mean, you know, standard stuff, you know, light bulbs, whatever. I'm sure it got a clutch job at some point. Brakes, just, you know, general maintenance items. Pat was one of the hardest working dudes I ever had that worked for me. He come to me from, he worked at US Solite.